Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Back to the editor. In our last episode, we left off with turning the event on and off. So now we're going to continue on. We're going to go to this event and actually create a condition now. We're going to turn this event attack 1 on. Now, it's not quite ready. We're getting there. We need to go back to the database. Go back to common events. And now we're going to plug in the damage. But first, we got to do the armor. We're going to call it armor or block. Alright, for this one, we're doing an auto run. And it's going to be for the switch hit armor. When hit armor is on, we're going to take a conditional branch. Say if armor is on, then we're going to take the variable damage minus armor variable. Alright, now we're going to do armor minus armor. Armor minus armor. It's going to completely get rid of all your armor, which is fine. We got it set up to where it works properly. Then we got to do I don't think the condition is right. Condition. Nah, just leave it on after that. Then it goes to if said variable E damage is less than 0, set E damage to 5. So they're always taking at least 5 points of damage. Gotta do something else. I'm trying to remember. I believe we turned it off. Turn off the switch. Turn off. And then turn on the next event, which is attack damage. Gotta name it. Just put E damage. Alright. I think we gotta put this in this event. Yeah. That sounds about right. Alright. Then we create the E damage event. And set it to auto. Set. No. Timer set to E damage. And then set E damage to if E damage is above 1, take E damage. No, take E damage. Take drain. Add variable E damage. Okay, so you take drain plus the E damage. Then you take E damage and minus it by E damage to make it 0. Then condition branch. If not E damage equals 0 and less, turn off E damage. Trigger. Alright. There you have it. Now we have armor. Well, we have block with armor and E damage. Now, I have set up some armor. It's given it plus 1 armor. It could be more, but I'm just going to show you an example of what's going on. So we're going to up the damage of the monster by a couple more points so you can actually see what's going on. And we're gonna do 40. And we're gonna go to database. We're gonna change this armor to, let's say, 20. In the descriptions. Gotta put it in the descriptions too. Change the primary. This literally does nothing but tell the player exactly what stats is on. That's all it's telling us right now. We go to the timer event, and I think I made a mistake with this one. Maybe put it in front. Yeah, put it in front. Now we can go into the real big, uh, the big honcho, the timer of all time. And we're going to put a condition branch. We go to actor, say it's this character holding this equipment. It's going to say has equipped this armor. Okay? Then what we're going to do is that we're going to do armor, add 20. Too far. Alright. I always do that to myself. Okay. We're going to add 20. Okay. Every time this timer starts, we need to set armor to 0. That way, every time that when it clocks down, it'll set it to 0, and then whatever you have equipped, then it'll count that equipped item. When you take a hit, you're now going to, based on whether it's equipped or not, going to actually reduce the amount of damage that is taken from this arm. We're getting to the much cooler part. We're almost there. Leave you in suspense. And, oh yeah, we're talking about levels. But this one, we're going to do parallel. I think it needs all time. And what it's going to do is it's going to, how do I put it? It's going to add all the things that we've done when we level. So what we're going to do is that every time you level, which is going to need a condition branch, and we're going to need an XP bar, which we got to create all the stuff for the XP bar. So we're going to create another like 20 of these bad boys. So I'll put 60 instead. We're going to go up here. We're going to say XP X. Well, it's gonna be a bit, but I'm gonna figure it out. Right now, we need to make XPY. XPY. Alright. Hit OK. Create XP. XP. Regen. Okay. XP bar. Confirm. Okay. XP. Okay. Now we're going to go to XP bar and say when it's equal to or more than 580, because that's the number that I came to as a conclusion of how many points you can actually see visible. Going to set XP Y, no, XPX to negative 250. Then we're going to set XP bar to 0. Because we're setting at the level. So when you reach the max, when you make it to the end of the XP bar, this is going to reset it and actually increase the points. Then we're going to hit increase gotta name it. Okay, we're gonna type armor level. We're gonna add 1. Then we're gonna do attack. Level. Add 1. Okay. So this is what's going to happen is that every time that they level, their points are going to go up in armor and attack. Everything else is for show, really. We want to do the XP bar to move, but we got to get it to show up first. So we're going to do XP on the bottom row. So it's going to be the 120. And we're going to do move picture. It's going to be 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to do variable movement of X, variable movement of Y. And then we're going to change the width to 2000 to make the bar look good. Okay. Okay, now we got that done. Now we need to do the conditional branch of when the bar moves forward. So I'm working on it. We need variable XP regen being greater than 1. And then we got to do variable bar add variable regen. And then we gotta do minus. Wait. Now we gotta do the movement. The movement of X. X add variable. Variable regen. So it looks like that. And then we do regen minus regen. So get to regen minus, no, minus regen. Alright. Now, you don't really need to play the whole reduce the amount of XP kind of thing, unless you want to do it with like specific kind of gear. That's when you would do it. But I'm going to do it anyway. So we're going to just copy paste it. Copy. Paste. No. XP drain. And XP drain is this. Subtract drain. And then do subtract, then drain again. Alright, and subtract drain with drain. So now if you have a piece of gear that you want them to wear that drains XP, you can. It's kind of a, move. But yeah. Now, with that being said, you don't want them to drain completely to where they hit zero. So you got to add if drain to zero, you got to add the condition where it doesn't keep draining. You gotta make the where it stops. So you gotta go to drain. No, you gotta go to bar equal less than zero. You set it to zero. Set bar to zero. Oh, yeah, we gotta put -1 actually on that one. Equal to or less than 1 is what you want. And then you'll set it to zero. That way, it doesn't keep going into the negatives, and you can pretty much save yourself a lot of time if you're actually doing stuff like that with the with gear. We pretty much wrapped everything up. Now we got to go back to the timer, the lovely time of all time. All right, now we're back. Now this one, we're just going to do a simple add armor of the level. And you just do by the variable of what armor level is. Oh, no. Uh, add armor, regular armor, based on armor level. And it only plays it once, so you'd be fine. And then you do the same for damage. I don't think I have the variable for damage just quite yet. Yeah, I don't have damage yet. Damage is going to be up here, I think. Yeah. Right. We're doing it on 3. Alright. Damage. Add. Attack level. Now, every time when the character levels, they'll be able to get the armor that they get from the level, and then plus whatever armor you have them equipped. Now, you have to do this for every equipment armor. You can add other special different things to the armor, like it lowering their attack or stuff like that. You just add an extra code down at the bottom. You can have it to where they lose, health points when they're wearing it, or lose MP. That kind of thing. I'd show heals, but I haven't gotten there just quite yet. I want to actually show off the actual damage that the monster does. Oh, maybe I should actually add some XP to the monster. Yes. The monster. in the details, when you kill them or finish them off, all you gotta do is just go to variables, add the XP regen, and you can set it to add or set. It doesn't matter. And say you want the monster to give like 20 XP. Boom. Now, to get the XP bar to actually show up, we gotta actually go to the first map and talk to our lovely trigger that starts the game. And we gotta actually show what kind of picture we're looking at. So the picture I'm gonna choose is gonna be 9 image, and usually go to object, and I'm probably gonna pick purple. Yeah. Now it's gonna be X and Y for the variable, and then the width is gonna be 2000. And that should do it. Um, you gotta set the variable for x first to negative 25, 250 to get it off the map. I think that's right. I could be wrong. It could be much lower, but I don't remember. We'll see. Now let's play it. As it swings onto the left into the correct position. That's funny. It's kind of a little off. It is a little off, so we gotta fix that. And I'm gonna have to play around with it for a little bit. I was close, but not close enough. Alright, let's see. It's under. Maybe it's 280? If that's the case, I gotta fix it on the other end. So let's test it, see if it's actually the right spot. No, it's not. It is nowhere near the right spot. So 300 maybe? I'm gonna laugh if it's not 300. This is Sparta! I just had to say it. Oh, it's closer. More like 320 maybe. It could be 350. Now that I think about it, I think 350 is actually correct. It is off the screen, but it is there. All right, we are here, and there's the monster. We're gonna beat him up if I can. Ooh, there's a bug. You can't move no more. Wonder what the issue is. Let's see what the variables say. Let's see. Both attack. Wait, armor hit is still on. So armor hit didn't turn off. So we gotta fix that. Gotta love bugs, man. Okay, something in database. Lock. I think I know what the problem is. Select line to code. Cut. Paste. I believe it's supposed to be right there instead. That way it still counts and actually goes through the whole trigger. And it just basically, if it's down to 0 or below it, it'll bring it back up to where it's supposed to be. I believe that's where the issue is. Still gets me every time. Okay. All right. Oh, we took damage and we can keep going. So it is fixed. That's how that works. All right. Now, he's moving a little too fast for me. Oh, we did it. And we got some XP. Very, very little XP. It would take a monster amount of XP to get it all the way up there, if that was the case. But we're going to go ahead and jack up the XP to where it's a lot. And we'll show you what the monster does when you add damage. So, hang on. We gotta go to the monster. To the monster. To the monster. Okay. Now it's gonna roll the dice here when you see this, but we're gonna do a condition branch and say if your damage level is greater than, let's say, I want to say 2. Yeah, 2. No, you don't have a level yet, so we gotta set the level at the beginning. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And then we'll do the chance base, cut, paste. No, that's the launch pad. No, we'll just copy paste it. Copy paste. And then we'll do if equal to 1. Okay, that's fixed. Now we need to lower this. Say about 15 times. Now you actually do a lot more damage. Or he dies quicker. It takes a 15 dice roll, basically, to roll a 1. But let's go ahead and say that instead of that, we'll do 5. So it's like a 20% chance you actually killing it real quickly. And then we're going to move the movement speed down a little bit. No? We're going to set the frequency to higher. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Okay. Now, so that's how you do damage. But to do damage, we want to actually equip the sword. So we're going to do 1 sword here. Having a meltdown. Yeah, we're just going to do another or sword of 2. Okay, now we have 2 weapons. Doing 1 point of damage and 2 points of damage. We need to go to common events. We need to go to timer. And then just a simple copy this bad boy. Paste. Paste. And then do weapon instead of. It's already clicked on it. Okay. And then we'll just do damage. Add 1. And we'll just kind of nicely get rid of that and just copy paste that. Let me just do 2. There you have it. You have 2 different weapons. One doing 1 point of damage and the other doing another point of damage. Okay, based on what your level is. So now we're going to go to the start of the game. And we're going to set variable armor level to 1. Copy, paste. And we're going to set armor level, attack level to 1. So now they're getting the benefits of getting 1 level. And then we're going to create a shopkeep. And nothing too fancy, I think. Let's do sci-fi character, I think. Yeah, we'll do Liz. And then we'll do screen control shop process. Then we'll do weapons. And she'll sell weapon 1. You could do standard or you could do Pacific. I'm going to set it to 0. Purchase it. And then we'll do the second weapon at 0. And then we'll do the armor. I kind of feel like the damage really wasn't that like pumped, but we're gonna show you that in a second. Let's do monster again. Let's say monster does 120 damage. And say armor does 50-ish, I think. Yeah, let's go with 50. Okay. That should be all set up now, I think. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're sitting at 1, so we'll just purchase the 1 weapon. And we'll just do... Yeah. Offhand could be redone a little bit uh, in my database, where I could set it up with like 2 different weapons instead of just 1 weapon. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and take a hit. Kind of be a bit. Okay, so that's how much damage we took. And if we equip the armor, not a great reading, but it works. You get the gist. It lowers the damage by half. If we take this bad boy off, he should be able to like end us like almost immediately. Yeah, almost. I haven't done, I think, the if you die scenario yet. So I'm gonna go and finish up that. HP bar. Okay. So, condition. If you reach 0, Gotta be less than 0. Okay. It'd be as simple just going to the game over screen. Yeah, game over screen. We gotta make sure that we have HP to work with. Gotta have HP to work with first. Yeah, we don't have any HP to work with. So we gotta set the variable HP bar, set it to 580. That should prevent it from instantly killing you when you log into the game. Okay. All right. I really want to show that it's working, but it's too close. Oh, I know why it's not working. It's because I don't have the armor fixed on the timer. Yeah. Gotta love them. Yeah, whenever you can change the stats, you gotta change it all, and including the armor that's actually in the timer, because the timer is the one that actually does the armor thing. There it is. Now it's not as big of a hit. Now if I pick it up, it's gonna be a dramatic hit. Oh. Okay. And he's down. And we got a little bit of XP, which I said I was gonna fix that, but I didn't. I gotta go to the monster. Gotta go back to the page. Alright. Now we're just gonna say about, why not? Freaking 500. That should be more than half. There we go. And then we go back out. We come back in. He's there again. And we leveled. We go to stats. It doesn't show because I didn't show it just quite yet. That's disappointing. But that's a simple fix. So basically, you go to database, go to common events, go to levels, and all you would do is go down to this mechanic here and basically just show off that they leveled. Pretty neat, right? Change the entire party level, increase by 1, that's fine. And that's fine. And that's how it works. Just simply, it's just for show. It doesn't actually have anything to it. I'll show it off anyway. Mm. You poor thing. I'm beating you to death. All for show. Level 1, with stats. Level 2, and the stats are all 2. And there you have it. You now have a completely new, different way of playing the game. And people are actually going to enjoy it instead of the turn-based battles that are mostly common for this engine. I mean, don't get me wrong, the turn-based battles are okay, but I prefer this over that any day. Well, this is Quazarg, signing out.